Welcome everyone to another Thursday of light languages and group healing intentions. Intentions that we support with the light languages and prayers. I am Ismael Rodriguez. I'm a hypnotherapist and a light languages channeler, as well as light entity channelers. Naida is here with me. She interprets the light languages, and then we will get back to her at some point to see what she's receiving from these light languages. Okay, let's start with this meditation for grounding. So let's imagine how a big column of golden energy comes from the sky, from the universe, and connect with us through the crown chakra. A wonderful golden energy that start filling up our bodies as we breathe deeply. Allow this golden energy to fill up your lungs, and keep doing deep breaths. Allow this wonderful energy to expand in your body, from your lungs to every single cell of your body, expanding through your body. Ita anai kuhutais ite tikia kunutua namai. Hekatus into oa natukai nata. Hekoko tototoshi teteneki itorono kuama. O ete taikes itanamai toton taine kai hatun naide. O nai ne kiti titi anakua. Ho o nai te tais ine te ki tamai ko humai tana. Ho na tai nek isuk umot o inek itisi te ki anoro o to in te ki atuna taike taie. Ak aine tai siti anak mais itaranat ua. Eka taan taikos inara. Hek o mai te intisit ina ana. Ho o nai kihita in to untai. Keep feeling this energy, how it expands even in our legs, through our legs, until it reaches our feet. And from our feet and root chakra, these golden lights start coming out, connecting to the core from Mother Earth. Allow this energy to circulate within your system, creating a sacred circuitry connecting the whole universe with Mother Earth. Keep this visualization running and happening for all the time that we do this, to allow all the energies to flow. I in ak it is ik op at is it int ak okum na it. Ho ot is it ak ho ot eint ak ho. Ik at ot it ik ak ho ot eint aikitak. Et ait ikan taiko ho night is it an. In anak umaitik an taisit in nara. He tai nerek in ho naikat tais iterene. Ho on naitak ahai nekitanat maitikia toronoika. He kanak ho maiko ho naitana. Na anak umai titi aku tata sote titi anaku. Na anatus eneteki ahomai tiki tataiti tataniki anakuma. Ahai ta anak umai titi anako taistata. En titi kuhumai tana tukun taisitiata. Where they are telling me about how powerful are our thoughts. Every time that we put the intention on something or we think about something, we are constantly changing that we are thinking of. They are telling me the importance of awareness about what we think, about what we process on a daily basis. For our own sake, starting for our own sake. I inna anna ti nek anna inetaija anna. Hikana atuna itita ititi anoko unaito kuana. You already know that thoughts can change molecules. Thoughts can change the structure of the molecules, especially in water. So beware about your thoughts. Even if you are thinking that to your own, not even speaking up those thoughts. If they are negative, they can be affecting your system because you are holding to them. Naturally, you start manifesting that within your system. And it takes the same effort, the same amount of energy to shift these thoughts and transform them into positive. Doing that, the effect also changes. making your life happier and people happier around you just by the power of thoughts. Ik anuriti anorait hikurunut ukumai narak putarine hetanaruhun hekierenet ainera nakunatitien taike hikatutu inaranatunetekitata ehanatu taiti nara aranatuhun naitititititi akuhonna hikanatutiti anaku taititi anata. In the same way, you should be aware about the vibes that you are receiving from other sources. Sources like the media, from the people who are around you. You are capable to feel what they are thinking if you really relax and pay attention to what your heart feels. You have those instincts that tells you how do you feel about the person who is next to you. There is a huge difference when the person is holding to positive thoughts or negative thoughts. Iti inakuhumai kitashiti narakumata hekaish taititiki aranu hiene taikit anak or utuk umma ataikite he enak ahaitana tuti sititiana hanor ummai kaish ititiene taikitaine harat ummai te taikitaine titiene na hora nai titahaita nakuma itai titiki titi akuatwa iat ummai tititia nakuma ita akaha uhututu ineki kiana ekihako kuata ititaka huona ena anana tuana he natu sititi anatu maita titiata ena anak uho maititi anata. Enata kaisena koho hono toshene hona haisena ho aina sera hanako hotahine kono taisha kuatakahakwa aina aina haishana. So we keep feeling this circuitry, golden light, connecting us to the whole universe and Mother Earth. Be aware about your thoughts. Be happy. Make people happy. It takes the same amount of energy. And you are in control of them. Ita mi kititi tikia nak uho taiti taine. Hikatun taitaikita tupa kihatun taikita nana. Henakuhun tiki titiashu turunu kua. Hekatun taisita tainekai hotun taikiahua. Then slowly start coming back to this sacred space where we will share some intentions, some blessings, and some activations. How do you feel, Maria, about doing a blessing?
Yes. What now? When you say blessing, do you just my intentions in English? Yeah.
Do you want to say the intention in English?
I think so. I think so.
Okay, we can do that. But before we go to the intentions,
Okay.
I would like to do a blessing, and also to get the interpretations from Naida.
Okay. Do you want me to try?
If you want, only if you feel like it. I mean, it's not something that you have to. It's just if you feel like doing it.
Ishniwashti nashti Urtimayashti Arnikaya Diashti Ornyashti mayo Osti mayorai Nakashti Orashti miar Arnasht Oh.
What a wonderful blessing. You see? When we let it come out, it is just incredible. It's like us showing us what we can do. And that has been amazing. I mean, Tatiana, Maria has very recently started feeling like the light languages started getting activated, and it has been happening to her what happened to most of us. But in the beginning, it's not something easy to just come out there to a group and start speaking them, because obviously it's something that we don't even know in the beginning about what we are doing, or why we are doing, or where they come from, or what's that, where is that coming from, so beautiful. I mean, but that's, on the other hand, that's the beauty of light languages as well, because they are always unexpected. For me, they are always surprises. I never know what is gonna come out. I can feel when it's a Lyran entity. I can feel when it's an Arturian, when it's an insectoid, when it's a reptilian. For those who have heard about reptilians are not all bad beings, despite the history that they have. They are a race like it's like if we put as an example our own race, the human race. We are not all bad, or we are not all good. The same thing happened with reptilian. They have subspecies that they are not that good, and there are other ones that they're really, really nice, or very nice also, and kind to people and to other beings. So and the same with the insectoid. It's not like because an insectoid had this aspect that it may scare us, it doesn't mean that it's a bad being. How can you discern that? Like everything else in life, with your heart. In your heart, you know when you are connecting to a bad energy or a light energy. Usually, if you do that every day, personally, I don't need to create any sort of protection, because I work for everything in my life with that, following my heart and detecting or experiencing first from the heart what that energy is about. First, I feel it, and yes, the connection from Tatiana was getting stuck. I saw her image like frozen. And yesterday I was, Naida and I, we did a hypnosis exercise. And and she had connected her laptop to the router, which is what I advise everyone who come to me and do a hypnosis session with me, because the Wi-Fi waves are very, very sensitive, very weak to energies. So the interferences can get very easily there and affect the internet connection. But even having the cable connection yesterday with Naida, that was happening because we went to do some healing with the angelic realm, and the first entity who came forth was Metatron. And since the moment that Metatron came, that started like happening. Then we continue later on talking, and because we were holding that energy from Metatron, that kept happening, and it was so difficult to have a conversation, but at the same time very funny, because there were even situations where I was like looking at something here in my desk, and I was feeling what Naida was telling me, and she even thought that my image was frozen when it wasn't. So we go into that state of laughter and joy. Very funny. But yeah, our technology is not ready for this energy. So if your internet dropped and you need to come back on all of that, do not worry about that, because it's not a problem. I mean, we are so used to that. Well, coming back to you, Maria, thank you.
I had a bit of resistance, so
yeah, that's, but the way to release the resistance is by showing to yourself that you can do it. I mean, when I started channeling light beings, and I started like 2 months ago only, very recently, I just put my head back and then they can get in. that was really tough. I mean, tough for my mind to don't interrupt them, because you just have to step aside and don't be judgmental about what is happening to your own body and to your own mind, and about what you are saying that you feel that is not coming from you. So that is very weird when you are experiencing, you experience these things for the first time. And light languages, let's say, is like the first stage of that, because it's the first stage where you have to be training your mind to don't be judgmental, to just allow anything to happen. For example, Naida can tell you about that, because at some point in November 2019, I started channeling light languages with singing, but like singing light languages, and I thought that I will never be able to do that in public because I was feeling so shy to do that. I mean, and now it's happening. I mean, it's just exposing ourselves to the situation, and the way to confront fears is by that. It's by showing to us that we can do it. We can do it, and that's one of the big reasons as well why I created this space for people to come and express themselves, to find an environment when where they feel that nobody's judging them, because this is not a competition. Even if you did something like this, and you stop there, that's it. It's enough. I mean, this is not a question about how much you do or how well you do. The most important thing is that we are doing, that we are allowing, we are letting that come out, because that is there for a reason. And if it's there, it needs to come out. It needs to come out because it does a lot of good when it comes out. It refers also, this refers also a lot to the example that I was putting with the meditation about the circuitry. Okay, why the light languages are coming? They're coming from that channel that you have there. And then why they need to come out? Because they create this circuitry, allowing expression. What happened is that in this situation, they don't only go to the core of Mother Earth. They come out from your throat chakra and your heart chakra, and they are projected to whatever thing, excuse me, or intention that you place. In the beginning, all of that might sound like a little bit too much, but at some point you're going to feel comfortable. And once you feel comfortable, you just need to put the intention. That's the next step. Put the intention to heal a friend, to heal planet Earth, animals, to send love to people, to help them to be more aware about what's good and what's bad, and help them to choose, and hopefully what is good. And any intention. So all of this is a process that takes one step at a time. Yeah. And we need to be patient. We just need to say, okay, let's go and go for it, and let's see what happens. Yesterday also, I have an incredible experience with a friend of mine from Mexico. Because we've been meeting for 3 weeks now to have a simple friend-to-friend conversation, and we have had this incredible. For some reason, when I'm talking to this friend, something magical happened, and the channeling in me flows even more.
Wow.
So that happened twice, and then the third time we say, okay, let's record it. Like, because it might happen again. Maybe there are some important information that we can publish and let the people know in the world that this information is there, available, and maybe they can benefit from it. So we did. And we had 1 hour and a half sort of channeling conversation. I wasn't even putting my head back. It was all coming naturally. So much very good information came out. And I was feeling that at some point, when you, let's say, fully relax, and don't put any judgment at all, and you put all the trust on allowing anything to come out, at some point you become, even with your eyes open, an incredible channel. I mean, I'm experiencing this as step by step as well, and I'm discovering those abilities just by talking to people, by doing what I like doing. And if it happens to me, I know that it happens to everyone, because everything that I've been saying about how light languages changed my life, about how they started, what things I was feeling, is interesting. But in all the English-speaking countries, to the people I talk to from these English-speaking countries, it has happened the same to them. And also to the people in Portugal, to the people in South America, to the people in Center of America, and also in Spain. So this is a natural phenomena happening to the human being. The light languages, I understand them more and more, that they are not something that we learn. It's not like when we come here to the planet Earth, and then I chose to, in my contract, to be born in Spain, and then in that country I came out to this world saying, what the heck is this place? And then my parents started speaking Spanish to me, and then my system needed to learn that language. Well, this is not the case with the light languages. The light languages are already there. That's why we call activations. Activations is not because we are going to activate something in order for you to learn. No, it's because they are already there and they just need to be activated. That's why we are going to do that later. You don't need that anymore, Maria. So, no, yes, you are sure. What we can do is to maybe put a sort of intention to help you with the process of the next steps that you have ahead. And for that, we can create an intention, but activation, no way. What happened is that she got spoiled a couple of weeks ago, and then she got all the attention, and then we were all the channelers in the group projecting these activations to her, and it did work. It did work. So it's so nice, and I'm so happy that when this happens, because to me are like miracles. Because it helps you for everything, you know. I mean, you can use it for everything. Sometimes we forget that even when we get the light languages activated in ourselves, we tend to forget that we can use them for everything that we do. Everything that we do. I do it for everything. For example, with this, it's a copper bottle, and then I do the same. The light languages, I do the light languages to it. I pass the light languages to it, and then the water molecules like we were saying in the channeling before during the meditation, our thoughts change the water. So the same happen if we feel that the light languages are so powerful. Imagine what they can do to the water.
Yeah.
And then you ingest it, you drink it, and that goes to you. That helps you, that heals you, and benefits you. So yes, they can be used for anything. Also, the light languages are intelligent. When, despite the fact that you send the light languages with an intention, the light languages, if they need to do something because they detect that something is not in balance in your system, like a chakra or some area in your body, they go there and they do their work, because there is an intelligence behind all these light languages. So this is how powerful they are. So enjoy them and make use of them, because that's why you are having them, because there's so much that you can do with them, and this world will benefit so much from them, so much. Poonam is not here today. Poonam is a lady from India, a friend, a channeler also. She's not here today, but her and I, we are doing a project she writes or channels mandalas with light codes, and then we are going to start this project creating these mandalas in a video with music and light languages, and that's gonna be amazing, because these light languages will be treating each chakra. So some people feel like the throat chakra is stuck, which is what happens usually with the light languages. What stops the light languages the most is usually this here in the throat chakra, and also the chakra here in the third eye and the crown, because the mind is there creating like an obstacle and a barrier that doesn't allow the energy to flow. So these videos will support you on that, and that will be published in my YouTube channel. So hopefully next week it will be the root chakra out. And now I'm gonna go to Naida and see what she got from all of this. For all the people watching this, Naida understand the conversations from what her higher selves whisper to her. But literally, as we understand the English or another language, she doesn't. But she knows what we are talking about. It's like very weird. So in the same way that she gets the interpretation from the light languages, she gets also messages about what we are talking about.
Wow. That's cool.
It's incredible, yeah. The way she got to approach that connection was doing hypnosis, one session, another one, and I think we done 10 now, Naida, 10?
8, ¿qué?
8 sessions.
Wow.
And then I think it was después de la sexta, ¿no? Empezó.
Sí.
After
En la sexta, ahí va. La sexta fue la unión.
La unión. Yes, in the 6th session is when she started getting this ability to connect with the higher self without even having to get into the hypnosis state.
Wow.
The reason why I'm telling you this is because you can do the same by practicing and practicing meditation. Don't give up in these things, because all the time that you invest for yourself, in taking some time from the day to cultivate, to be with yourself, and to let all those emotions that you don't need flow out, and allow all the good to come in. All these things which they seem so simple, they do so much good, and we never know when the shifting is going to happen. Because I remember that I was, since 2012, for many years, waiting for my light languages to get activated, and I wanted them to get activated soon, and they didn't get activated until December 2019.
Oh, wow.
So I was waiting for a long time, and I could have given up, but I didn't. So that's why I tell to people, don't give up, because if they don't come up or they get activated, it's because it's not meant to happen now. It's just not meant to happen now. Everything works that way. Everything works that way. Everything works when it's meant to happen. And we need to start reinforcing that awareness within us, that belief within us about everything happen in the right time, in the right moment. So I'm not going to force reality. I'm going to allow reality to let me know when this is going to happen. And that way we don't offer resistance. This way we don't create expectations, and therefore we feel frustrated afterwards, like I felt many times. So don't fall into those traps, because they are not good. I tell you that they are not good. They just tell you to don't do that, and that's what I learned. Don't do that, Ismael. So I stopped doing that at some point. And Naida.
Sí. Bueno, la interpretación de hoy ha sido un dibujo.
The interpretation for today has been like a drawing that she's going to show us.
Oh, that's very beautiful.
Lovely. Wow.
Yes. So pretty.
Very nice.
Yo lo identifico como si un huevo lo partes por la mitad y dentro está eso.
She identifies that like if it was an egg that you cut on half, and then inside all of that is. It's interesting, but because recently she had like a very, very pristine vision about being an egg, a powerful egg herself. I think it was in a dream. Naida, hace poco fue lo del huevo, de que tú sentiste que era un huevo, tú.
Sí, sí. Es que me suena ahora mismo, pero no caigo.
El huevo cósmico o algo así, ¿no?
Ahí va, sí, sí. Ahí va. Eso es, ¿ves? Digo, me estaba sonando a mí algo del huevo. Tantas cosas son que hay algunas que se me escapan a veces.
Since then, so many things happen, and she completely forgot that part, and she has linked now that to that vision as well. So yes, it's like they were showing us her powers, because she was going through tough times and changes since the Lion Gate. And they've been assisting her in her dreams and meditation so much. One of the things that she had one day was this vision about, but she didn't see the inside. Today they have shown the inside. She saw the outside, like a magnificent, powerful cosmic egg, telling her this is you bringing love to humanity. And yes, I mean, it's so beautiful to me to see that what is inside. So beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, it is
Wow.
wonderful, yes.
Es que ahora me estoy dando cuenta que las interpretaciones se me están yendo mucho a dibujos así. O con
Yes.
cara o demás.
She's also, pero como ves, yo estoy interpretando con palabras y tú te estás viendo
Eso me he dado cuenta también.
It's interesting how things happen, because I didn't used to get any interpretation at all about the light languages that I've been channeling since December 2019, November. So since then, Naida was interpreting all these light languages. But then I started interpreting them as well. And then she started getting more into drawing and codes and light codes. And it's so interesting because we are not really talking about this. We are not really having control on this. I mean, what she just said is, for some reason, and I don't know why, lately I'm feeling, when I listen to the light languages, I'm feeling more like drawing, or drawing this type of things, geometries, light codes, also faces from extraterrestrials, galactic brothers and sisters. And I just say to her, you see, it's so interesting that I took the role of interpretation with words, and you took the codes and the drawings. And this is the magic of being with someone who is very close to you. It's like we do everything together. I mean, we do everything together. I mean, I wouldn't be able to be here if it wouldn't be because of Naida. And she feels the other way around also. Our spiritual life started like that. I mean, we woke up at the same time practically, and since then everything goes hand on hand together. Something changed on me, she complements that, and the other way around. And in terms of delivering love to people, it's happening. I mean, like this example, no? It's like I take one role because I feel already like my system flowing for the interpretations as well. Because before, all my energy was concentrating on delivering the light languages. So I didn't know, like 1 month ago, that I could take some time, stop, and then feel and get the interpretation. And how did I found that out? By allowing again, by being calm, by not forcing anything, by letting things come out as they are naturally. And then that's what has happened. I mean, I started interpreting, and then she gradually, I started interpreting more and more, and then she started drawing more and more. So magic, so magic. And honestly, we don't mention anything about this. I mean, we are the first one who gets surprised, and we just notice at this time, in this session, in this group, that this is happening to us.
Y cuando María ha canalizado, he sentido que el ente que ha canalizado es como si fuera un ancestro. Eso, ahí va. Y era como una mujer mayor, ¿vale? Y llevaba como un pañuelo en la cabeza. Y no sé por qué, es como si me fuera jolín, se me ha venido esta cubana. como la santería, que se ponen un
Mm.
pañuelo así,
Sí, sí.
así. Y es que no sé por qué yo a ella la relaciono un montón con Cuba.
Okay, what Naida say, because Maria, I think she got everything that Naida say, is that she saw, like, I know, when Maria was channeling her light languages for the blessing, Naida saw an old woman with like some cloth in the head, like this. And I don't know if you have seen these priestesses from the Cuban religion of the Orishas. They work with magic and they do rituals. And the priestesses, they usually dress on white, and then they have like a cloth in the head, covering the head. And yes, I mean, she showed you as being that, as an ancestral part of you, like in a past lifetime. And that part of you comes to this life to assist in this time, has come to assist by talking the light language that she used to speak at the time. It's amazing. It's amazing.
That does.
You're talking about something like that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm.
I know.
That's it.
I know on my father's side, my great grandmother, my father was very old, he's passed away, but on from his family line, I think, his great grandmother was like Nigerian slave priestess type woman. So I'm amazed. Someone else said that to me as well. They've seen her.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
María dice que tiene ancestros de Nigeria y que sabe que tiene pues eso, pues sacerdotisas que vienen que hacían ese tipo de magia, ¿no? Y de rituales. O sea que está súper sorprendida porque es la segunda vez que se lo dicen.
Y claro, es que África y Cuba tienen muchísima influencia.
Sí.
Es prácticamente hablar de lo mismo.
Yes, Naida said that Africa and Cuba has a lot of influence with each other because it's actually the Spaniards who took slaves to that area that we call Cuba. And that's where all this Orisha magic is already also in Cuba. It's also in Venezuela, in many places around South America. But the actual, let's say, religion or magic come from Africa, literally. The roots are in Africa. They spread all over the world, and it's called Orisha. Yeah.
That's interesting. I'd never know that. I've been in Cuba, but I didn't get so close to other people.
There is always a second time, the possibility of a second time. I've been to so many places in the world that at first I went more like a tourist, but then later in life I went more like with an spiritual sort of way of taking things in, and I saw the same place I saw it totally different, and that shows how everything changed when we change, because I'm talking about places in my own country, you know. I go there and I say, oh my God, this looks so different. And it's not because they have changed the buildings, it's because I'm capable to feel the energy in those places that before I couldn't, because of the issues that I had before. with myself from the past, from my childhood, teenager time, and all of that. And that's how we experience life. As we open up, we experience more things around. And I'm sure that if you go to Cuba next, you're gonna go and see these things, because they are very interesting to see. There are some rituals that they don't allow people to see because they are not public. When they are doing something to that person, there is a part of the ritual that they cannot show you, which I think is the most powerful part. But there are many other parts that they can show to the public, and that is also interesting to see. Very, very interesting to see. We have friends in Spain, actually, who are very devoted to this religion. Naida has also contacts to Cuban guys who also practice the Orisha traditions.
Wow.
So we are very connected to this also. I mean, through the people that Naida and Maria, another friend of us, who is the fractal of Maria Magdalene. This lady is also very connected to this Orisha. I don't know how to call it, doctrine, or it's not a religion really. It's, well, it could be, puede ser una religión, Orisha.
Lo de los orishas es de la religión Yoruba.
Okay, the religion, original religion, Naida say, is Yoruba, the name or Yoruba. And then there is like a branch, like the Orisha.
Y está muy conectada con la religión cristiana.
And it has a strong connection to the Christian religion. For example, or the Christian religion is very connected to them. I think it's the other way around. I mean, because the roots from Africa and all these things were the first one and the pioneers.
Yeah.
So sometimes we get confused and we think that the Catholic and the Christian religion is the first one, and it's not. It's not. I mean, in this situation, I'm 100% sure that is the Christian is that the one that started creating similar connections, because they have gods and goddesses and goddesses, and they are very much related to the Christian Maria Magdalene, to Maria the Virgin Mary, Mother Mary, and all of that. They are connections. Also to the angels. They are connected. ¿Te acuerdas alguno que tenga una conexión de una ente de luz cristiana a una orisha? Que sea...
Por ejemplo, la Yemanyá,
sí,
que es la diosa del mar. El sincretismo es la Virgen del Carmen.
There is a goddess called Yemanyá, who is in the Orisha religion, who is the goddess of the sea, and she represents the connection in Christianity is the Virgin of the Carmen Virgin. So there are synchronicities like this connecting one religion with the other. So
Fascinating. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's fascinating. Yeah.
Thank you for
very interesting.
that. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
It's very, very interesting. Very,
Very interesting.
very, very. Yes. Ahí sí, yo siento, hay veces como que yo siento la parte, como por así decirlo, como el ejemplo que me ha puesto, como la parte de la Yemanyá, la recibo como Yemanyá, pero realmente la recibo como base de diosa del mar. Y me da igual llamarla Yemanyá que Virgen del Carmen. Es solo el nombre que resuena más conmigo.
Naida has been very much into this Orisha or Yoruba religion for the past 10 years. She's been into it a lot and getting relationships. She's been with Cubans, and so being together, she have learned this through them. So she said that after so many years, she doesn't really care about the name that much. I mean, Yoruba or Virgin of Carmen, for her is the same thing. And what she feels the most is that she's the goddess of the sea. That's what it resonates more in her heart. And she's very connected to the goddess of the sea. Very connected, very powerfully connected. She has a lot of dreams with the sea. She cleansing herself. She get dreams where they tell her that she needs to go to the sea that day, and then she does. And she goes, and she feels much better once she has a bath. We always feel better after you have a bath in the sea, but I mean it in a very, very, very spiritual and deep way.
Yeah.
So yes, let's proceed with the intention. ¿Quieres empezar con una intención, Naida?
Sí. Yo... Mi intención hoy es para mí misma y es para aliviar el dolor menstrual.
The intention she wanted for herself, and she wants to put the intention on soothing or releasing or putting away all the pain that she suffers every month with the menstruation, because she suffers a very painful menstruation every month. We need to do, when that is coming, we need to do healing on her, or we work a candle, we do a lot of energy work to allow her to go through that, to help her to go through that. Okay, let's do that. You want to join me, Maria? Itiar an mai kititianak hata tu mai tita katika harana tu sinne dai kahaina o katatai sita na kuarana ita na mai tata he tainene ki humai te sinara hiti entai kiti sitia na kuhu mai takaine hiti entai ti sitia naraika Uhuri ne kai tai ne, hututu tai titi taista. Asinnara kikatuma taista. Or itar inark hatakuhur inark, hutir in. Kihar okuhuar anar. Itair ener in kiar intarakuar. Hakuta aner entair taikinta tikiatar. Hoter titiar antakuaha. Itar ar kuhur. Otar nikitar kunt. Tatur etir akuhur. Ianu maiti tatainia kua. Eta is inna anna tastu taite tai kahaitana. Ianakahai serena honai he. Herena hate taisinita Koho Masena Anahai Shene Ena Upitikita Nai Heta Isitentai Narai Kitana Maisa Itara Antu Itaine Ka Ikitinta Ititaine Hoko Naiki Tiki Shokumaita Aine te kentai sititi anaiki. Aranatu sintere neki anakumaie. Hana anatus inariki tentai tianawa. Hanu tushinta naikiti narakua. So what I've been visualizing is Naida's body, and then they were showing me how all the area is has a massive tension because of all that happens, all the changes that happen over there, but also because there was or there were these things that she'd been through, holding into them and not letting them go. So I saw energy working on that area a lot and releasing that solar plexus chakra. Irina amumaita maisititinena kuna anat is inarakikatamai hanaishite narekai kumaitikitia natunaye hikeina naisitinene hatutentaitia tataihinana. And it has a lot to do also with accepting life the way it is. I ne nai tai te kikumaishinara na ikintiantiara na tuintikiantaiene hatinare na tikianta. Surrendering, 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 surrendering. Is what it comes keeps coming like feelings of surrender to reality. Naida recently has had like a hard time to accept the difficulties that she's been going through, and this makes so much sense to me. Everything that I'm feeling.
Mhm.
So I'm going to translate that to her because I think she deserves to know.
Yes.
Just in case she didn't get all the whispering from her higher self. Pues Naida, he visto como tienes una concentración o una tensión muy grande aquí en el solar, en el plexo solar. Lo que me han estado comunicando es que se requiere de aceptar la vida como es. Se requiere de rendirse a la vida tal y como es, de aceptar y rendirse a la vida tal y como es. Que no solamente es esa parte física que te ocurre todos los meses, sino que hay algo a lo que te estás agarrando a este nivel energético y tiene que salir, bueno, ha salido, según me han mostrado, ha salido. Y bueno, pues eso es lo que he visto y
Entonces,
sentido.
me confirma lo que he ido entendiendo cuando lo estabas diciendo en inglés.
So yes, she say, I really got everything that you say because you just confirmed everything that I was understanding. Bien, very good. Did you get anything from that? ¿Has recibido algo?
Una interpretación, sí, claro, un dibujito, por favor.
Un dibujito, a drawing. Yes.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
So beautiful.
It is beautiful. Yes, you can see everything, all area. Yes.
It's so simple and so beautiful, isn't it?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
so nice. So nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Naida. Thank you.
You're welcome. Me ha faltado la parte de María.
Que te ha faltado.
Claro.
Yeah. She said that she missed your participation, she said.
I was there in spirit. It was.
Dice que he estado en espíritu.
Ya, lo sé, lo sé. Ay, no.
She participated in spirit.
Yeah. So, I'm going to work on my courage a bit more.
No, yes, love. I mean, that is you. To me, the fact that you did the blessing to me is incredible. I mean, so beautiful, so beautiful. So yes, it's your turn now, Maria. If you want to put an intention.
Yes. Yeah, my intention is really is for the family union, the unity of families, all of those families that are perhaps suffering and not so united. Lately, I've had people come to me, women especially, who have had a lot of disputes, so within their family, and they're very hurt and wounded. So my intentions is just there to be more love within the family units, more togetherness, more love.
Thank you, lovely. Thank you. La intención de María es que las familias se unan más, porque ha estado recibiendo mucha gente que sus familias se están desmoronando últimamente y vienen a ella a pedirle ayuda y bueno, pues que quiere que enviar y poner esa intención en eso. Again, for those who don't speak light languages or present in this group, you can, or when you watch the video, it doesn't matter because times doesn't exist. If you are watching the video, you can speak light languages as we speak the light languages, or you can do prayers, which are also super powerful. Itistana akuhaitistana atast interkustitiar niyark ar intur akus itiar anar ejikihir ener inkuhur iner ara anikia nara isanarea hakua naishikar intark esier innar insiren innar akua naisinar amaikar hukun nererk intark antaisitar it akush it int ik ak utaish inna ak uhun ik it ush it yark akunt ak it is it akunt ak antaiko ot aint ki it int ik ak uhun ot ai ak at ush it akunt ak akwat it ak uhun ik it ak ot as ististatus antas itakanistata sististatu kuntaista anak unnatasitintas ihat untastatakis titiantu titiatus aitetiana itis titiatus tatitiakua. Inaikiar tiak a iti inanaikikanamakun mata nate kumai tititinanana kunaina kunaina kuhunaina kaina juana itana ana umaitana ma inama etitaini tiama itimeana. I'm receiving the messages that union start by working in yourselves. Everything starts from yourself and personal foundation on what you do, in what you invest in yourself. We believe or we pay attention most of the time to the things in the surface, but they are telling me that the issues mainly are in every individual that is in that family. The solution is in each individual to take their own decisions from love, to start forgiving each other, give a chance from scratch to each other, and act at once from love with every action that they do, or with every action they interact with. Is instatus shan anais int os istanast kurhonta itis innast intaka. It's only then, when you work in yourselves, when you will see everything around you changing. Do not try to change others, because it won't work. It will put all your relatives even farther away from yourself. So do concentrate in yourself when something is happening outside. This includes to your relatives, friends, family, and everyone who is with you in this path of life. Let them be. Sometimes they need to go through those processes to realize what they need to pay attention to, and to release and purge what they don't longer need. Let them be, instead of investing all your energy in trying to change them. Cultivate your inner self. Find the peace within your inner self. Find any time during the day to find your peace. Only then, when all the members of the family take action starting from themselves, is when balance will come, will manifest. Not the other way around. Inanan kunatina, inana kuhuna, inakuhunakana. Is it not simple? They say. they have this sense of humor that they are saying something very deep, and all the sudden they say, "Is it not simple?" And actually, this came out in the conversation I was having with Marta yesterday. She will come to this group in English also. She speaks English as well. So last week she was with us. At some point you will meet her. So in this conversation that we have spontaneous and that we recorded, okay, thank you, lovely. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoy it. Much love. It's the lady from the Xperia E5.
Ah.
Or the gentleman. Thank you. She said, I need to leave. Thank you. I need to leave. It's interesting when people comes like, but they need time. I'm not taking this like a bad thing. That's why I allow these things to happen, because people need to break through what they've been used to come back to these things. Because these things, if you take it into account, they are very intimate. We're sharing intimate things here. I mean, Naida has been talking about her menstruation. I'm talking about my personal life. Maria is also talking about her things. I mean, here, I mean, I understand that people might meet sometimes, and that's why they don't show up in the camera. I used to be one of them. That's why I understand them. I went to groups in the past where I didn't want it to show up because I was so shy. And so I feel compassion for everyone in this aspect as well. So yeah, I mean, I think this felt at some point to me more like interpreting the light languages. I felt it more like a channeling, more like at some point all the languages went away and I was getting this information, which are also experiences that I'm having that I am the first one to get a little surprise about, oh, now you are talking, okay, talk. It's so weird. But I loved it because I'm like a spectator here in this side and I'm listening to what they are saying and I am like, oh yes, 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 I agree with that. Oh yes, I agree with that, and I get very excited. And sometimes I have to let's say like balance my excitement, because if I get too excited, it's like I intervene and I block the energy flowing. And I think Naida has been having another period of art and work. ¿Has pintado?
No, no he dibujado, estaba en palabras y bien explayada.
Okay, so I was wrong. She's been now interpreting with words.
¿Preparado para la traducción, bicho?
Yes, but go short sentences,
Sí,
and
yes.
then you give me time.
Ok. Cuando las familias se desestabilizan,
When families become unstable,
es para tomar el camino de una nueva estabilización.
is to get to a new stage of balance.
Adaptada a la evolución.
That will be adapted to the next stage of evolution. So sometimes we get like, oh my God, all these terrible things that are happening to my family. Sometimes they have a meaningful reason to get to another level for the good sake of everyone, for everyone's sake.
¿Acaso no aprendéis cuando eso ocurre?
Aren't you learning when all these things happen to you all?
eso hace que veáis la vida desde otras muchas perspectivas.
That allows you and helps you to see life from many, many other perspectives.
Por eso, en estos tiempos,
That's why in these times we are living,
os estáis reencontrando tanta familia del alma.
that's why you are meeting with so many soul family, so many souls who are your family.
Para que no os sintáis desplazados.
For you to don't feel displaced or out of the way from these experiences you are having in this period of life.
Para que sintáis que hay personas que os entienden
For you to feel that there are people there that understand you
y sienten las cosas como vosotros.
and feel the same way that you feel things. And feel things in the same way that you feel things.
And the last interpretation.
I won't translate that.
No os enganchéis a las etiquetas de parentesco. Padre, madre, hermano, hermana.
Do not hold into the attachments that you have with brother, sister, father, mother,
Son personas.
because they are, at the end of the day, they are people as well. I mean, you give, it's like we give more importance to them, or we hold more into them because we have this connection with them, emotional, since we came to this world. But they are trying to say that we should not hold into those emotions just because they are our parents, brothers, sister, or blah, blah.
Eso os provoca una expectativa
Because if you hold into those emotions about father, brother, sister, and all of that, that creates in you
que puede que no sea así y os provoca ese gran dolor.
yet that creates expectations within you, and when the expectations don't happen, what you are expecting doesn't happen as you expected, that creates a massive pain within yourself. So they are trying to tell us to be aware that everybody here on earth, whether it's your father, mother, we are all people, we are equal, and we should be aware about what feelings to hold into them or what we shouldn't. Personally, I wouldn't hold into any feeling. I mean, the most wonderful thing in my life started, or all the wonderful things in life to me started when I didn't hold into any feeling. Because something comes and I let it go, no matter if it's good or bad. So something good, something else good comes and then goes, and then allow something else to come. If I hold into one, I concentrate into that, and I don't allow all that life to go through me. And yeah, very interesting, very nice, muy bonito, muy interesante.
Sí.
And we need, what happened is that some people will react to these messages like, how am I not going to hold into the feeling of, if she's my mother or she's my father, how am I gonna let that go? Well, by understanding very strongly within you that they are people just as you.
Yeah.
That is as simple as that. And that's difficult at first because we've been holding into that feeling for such a long time. So difficult it seems at first time that it seems even impossible, but it's not impossible. It's possible. It's possible because I managed to do it too. I had to do it just because my family didn't accept my process of evolution. For them, all of this is crazy. For them, for some of them, it's not crazy, but they just don't understand it. So they don't even want to get involved with this part of my life. And so yes, I respect that. But I had to do some work in myself to don't suffer. And obviously to update the way I see life towards them. I learned to be a new version of Ismael in the same way that new version of Ismael saw the world completely different towards them. And they change, I change. And that's going to happen. And humans, we tend to hold, I don't want things to change because they were lovely the way they were. They were so beautiful. I don't want them to change, but let them change because there is a reason why they are changing. Everything has an incredible, huge reason of why they change. And it's going to benefit you, even though you don't see them. You see that at first. Eventually, you will get this, let's say, prize or this reward. You will get that. Be patient when you are going through these stages, but you don't have to hold on to feelings just because they are relatives. You do not create those prisons because you can free yourself from those beliefs that at the end of the day hold you into some sort of imaginary prison that doesn't even exist, because it's the best idea, the best thing I did, because in Spain we come from we raise up very much family orientated. So that was very hard for me to change. I mean, to release those feelings, for me, that was one of the hardest things in 2012. Everything started in 2012. It was making me even sick because it was very hard. It was very tough. And at the same time, I understood that I had to let them go. And when I did, I started meeting people that feels like my own family. Yeah. So it's so magic. It's like the conversation I was having with Maria. It's like we met for a short period of time. With Tatiana, when I met her at first, like last year, I had the same feeling. It's like, oh my God, I don't know what happens, but there hasn't been a process of getting to know each other. As humans, we don't know each other, but here in the heart, you know each other. And you love that person so much and so infinite. So that phenomena is incredible. That is incredible. And that happens also more and more when we release those things that are keeping us imprisoned. Very much. ¿Hay más?
No.
Vale. Okay, and now it's you, Tatiana.
It's my intention is for everybody on the planet to help them release fear and anxiety and send them all love and healing.
La intención de Tatiana es mandarle amor a todas las personas que viven en miedo y en ansiedad para enviarle amor y curación.
Vale.
Yara kotoki yana kuy rata kuyana puyu kuyana wa. Shi niki aturia kuare kitiara kua. Shuri yana kuiti yana kuana itaya makuria. Ana turi ni aku atikiana tuyana kuya. Isiara wati ni aku yara kaya. Ora nai kiara kuya yara. Isitiana kuya takuya hatikiana tuyana. Anikia juana shikiara wa tai. Oyanai. Huitakiara kuya. Na kutitikiara maikiara ie. Anai katuna taitiare. Ai kuru tui ne kaina. Enata nata senai kitiana. Ai tikian tai kiara uai kiata ni kuata. Ata kataiana Yakiara ma. Itikiniri kiana. Ana teta inteta ikinta itia huana itikia kainiara. Hota ititia na kuanta isitia na kua. Ina na ihiara na tukuyantaikia. Okay, I'm going to start saying what this entity is saying. Is obviously are the entities from the elementals that they usually bring happiness and joy, as you can tell. What they were saying is that it's time for all of you human to start releasing all your fear and anxiety, to start becoming aware that in truth there is nothing out there impeding you or stopping you from being happy. Everything is within you. You need to break through all these patterns and allow them to let them go, to release them. All of you are going in that same direction where you will find yourselves that there is only peace. Despite the things are happening out in your lives, you are heading to that point where you will find only peace. That place is within you. E tu kira na kuda na te kiara tu isitiana. Ori ria kuiri kia tiana tai kiara. Hutitiana kutitire kiana ta. That's why it's so important to cultivate yourself, to be with yourself, to hold time for yourself, hold a space for yourself. Meditate. Meditate doesn't mean only one way of meditation. There are so many ways to meditate that can be using a guided meditation, but at the same time can be by listening, for example, a Spanish guitar, or by watching a documentary from nature, about nature. It can be in so many ways that you can hold that space Irikinta inekai hatukiti siniarana. Haititia tukuya tuyana irikia tuana. And she say that is so simple. And again, that is so simple that it goes out of hands. we tend to forget. It goes out of our hands, and it's like we get distracted because it's so simple. Inanana tutenta itikianturi arana kura. Ahatakanta katuri kiarana tuta. Your minds are so programmed to expect something good from. Let me formulate this. Your minds are programmed to reach things by putting a lot of energy into that you want or for your goals. So in a way, you believe that in order to reach happiness, you will also have to go through a hard path. And that what distracts you the more, or what makes you so confused is, or you just miss the point, which is to just accept that everything is love and everything is peace. And not by putting more effort, you will reach anywhere, because that love, that peace is already within you. It's not something that you achieve out there. It's already within. So if you feel that your systems are not allowing you to experience that peace, it means that something needs to be treated, that not something needs to be seen, released, forgive. Let yourselves to be in that position of meditation, of doing meditation, so you can allow your instincts to tell you what you need to release. But the peace and love is already within you. Not for reading more books, not for attending to more courses or training, workshops. You will achieve that happiness. But that's something difficult for your minds to believe. There is nothing to achieve apart from purging and releasing the old programming. That's all about. And they say, because we want you to be as happy as we are. This one is so funny. And it was an entity that I met because he came to visit Naida.
Who is it?
Wow.
It's an elemental. I think it's like a fairy. It's like a fairy. I started channeling this fairy because she say in the first thing that she say, I'm here to help Naida to cheer her up and to help her with the process that this happened like months ago in the beginning.
It's
In the
so
beginning.
it's so wonderful, so uplifting.
Yes, yeah, it is. I mean, to allow this energy to come through me, it cheered me up like, poof, now I'm feeling like to go party. Honestly, it's like, wow, what a different version of Ismael before this channeling and after. I feel like, wow, it's so uplifting, so uplifting. And also the messages to me make so much sense, because we are all humanity pursuing something outside. We think that the happiness is by reading more books, checking more things in the internet, attending to conferences. It's not, it's already there. It's already there. And as she say, if we don't feel it, it's because we have to pay attention to something that is stopping us from feeling that. And obviously meditation to me helped me. I mean a lot of therapies also helped me. I mean, I received so much therapy before 2012 and after 2012 as well. All kind. But then at some point, it went to less and less therapy. And I started getting the help and support from my dreams that I mentioned already to you, Tatiana, from Archangel Uriel. And he started giving me directions about what do I need to do in this side of, in my life. So I was sleeping, getting instructions, I was waking up, and I was applying the instructions. Some days he was telling me I need to go to the forest. Sometimes he was telling me I need to go to the sea. No matter how long that spot was, they were telling me you need to go to that spot. And why is that? Because some spots in planet Earth have a particular energy. For example, very recently, let me check the name of this place. I think it's called Putney or something like that. Is it Putney in Wiltshire?
You mean this is where is all that?
The crop circle.
It's the crop circle somewhere in Wiltshire, but they like different villages or something. It's just so many of them.
Yes, I checked that today. Well, I have been receiving messages that I need to go there. I need to go to this place. This place is not accessible. I think I will need to take like 2 trains from Southampton or something like that. So I will have to get off in Salisbury and then cycle up there, and I will do that next week. And it's because in that place where the crop circles are, I need to get that energy. Something I need to grab from there and take it with me. That is something that it might also start happening at some point in your life, in dreams, that you say, why the heck they are showing me this place or this thing? But well, they are telling you to go there. But in terms of this, particularly these crop circles, is because 2 weeks ago, I get a message from a person that I know talking about this crop circle. It happens in the 8th of August. So she mentioned this crop circles, and I was, oh, great. Then another friend, again, in the following week, it comes again with the same thing. Ismael, do you know that there are very important circles in Wiltshire that has appeared? Are you aware of that? And I say, yes. Why? And she say, and then the Portuguese woman, Helena, that sometimes come to these groups also, she told me last week again about this crop circle, and I say, okay, that's it. I need to go and I need to see what is there. And so I think it's like I don't know. It's like a sometimes cycling that I will do, but hopefully the weather will be okay.
Yes.
So yes, places in the world have magic. There are magic spots. All these places in Stonehenge, Avebury, Glastonbury, all these places are so sacred. So every time I go there, have you been there?
No, I've never been
No?
into any places.
Oof.
No, not really.
Please do, because it is really it's so worth it to go. It's incredible, and I'm not kidding, I'm not making that up. These places are really, really magic.
Yeah, I
Really.
want to go to all these places around the world, not just in England. But it just is not happened yet, because I don't have really anyone to go with, and it's far away from me. So
Where do you
I
live,
just
Tatiana? Is in the north?
I live in Midlands, between
Midland.
Nottingham, Derby, and Leicester. So I'm really hoping that maybe next year things will change, so then I can start going to these places, because it's like I said, I've been drawn to go to Egypt and the other places. So
Yeah, but for the time being that there is a lockdown,
yes,
we can enjoy what we have here.
Yes.
Maybe at some point, the people from the light languages groups, we can meet there, and
yes,
Really?
yes.
that will be amazing.
Yeah, that will be wonderful. I've been doing 22 Sundays. I've been doing anchoring energies on tour in Glastonbury. So is Amanda Lawrence. I don't know if you following her.
Yes.
So I've been doing that 22 Sundays. So I've been getting up Sunday and anchoring together live while she was doing with lots of other people I know, grid workers from all over the world, and people who following her. So it was amazing.
Is she doing that in Glastonbury, or where is she doing that?
Glastonbury tour.
In the tour, yes. That's
on
what
the
I thought.
tour.
That's
Yes,
what I
yeah.
thought.
Yeah, last Sunday it was week 22, and it was last one until she said she will be guided again. So
it's so wonderful how how so many people are feeling also the call to start anchoring energies in places in the world. I have a friend called, well, is the guy representing the light languages in Colombia. Carlos, sometimes he comes to this group as well. He also speaks English. He needs to open and activate portals in Colombia as well. And it's so incredible how it's happening to so many people getting awake and getting these instructions, because it can sound very abstract, no? To have a dream and say you have to go to this place and activate the portal there, and you say, what the heck are you talking about? I mean, in the beginning it's like very unreal.
Yeah, I know. I know. Yes.
Tell me, Tatiana.
Yeah, I know. I have a friend, so she lives in California, so she's grid worker, and she's been doing that for about 6 to 8 years. Every time she's been waking up and been told, you have to go there, put crystals there, do activations, do this, do that. So she said she's not questioning, she learned just to listen and just, she said, I got no idea, but she said, you will be guided. That's how, she said how it's been, always guided.
You see, it's again the same thing. It's not judge with your mind.
No.
Let yourself flow with what they are telling you. And by you putting that into practice, they allow you to know why you are doing that. And you let that information to circulate, and that it's like yes, it's like it unveil to yourself. It shows up, but you need to put it into action in order to see more and to see more. If we get stuck, we don't see what is next. That's how it works. It works with light languages, with channeling, with every single thing, with these instructions and all of that. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Naida?
Yes.
Did you get anything from your friend?
Yes.
Yes.
Bueno, te he dicho ya, pero no te he dicho
Que
ya,
si,
pero no me...
que si has recibido algo de tu amigo,
sí.
Perdón, de tu amiga.
Sí. Me está chivando.
Te ha estado chivando.
A ver. Es que estoy sintiendo un montón, que llevo ya bastante rato sintiendo por parte de María, como que están los entes esperando a poder comunicarse, y siento que en una de sus comunicaciones me va a salir un dibujo. Y me despista un montón, me pierde porque me llama...
Did you get that, María?
Something about... No, I got a bit, something about waiting for me to...
Exactly.
Oh.
She has, Naida is getting the feeling that Maria has so many entities around her that they are so much waiting there for her to allow them to come out. And they are like, come on, let us come out.
I have no problem.
And then they say, Naida, perdón. Naida say that she had the feeling in her heart that if you allow them to talk, Naida will be able to interpret what they want to say.
Okay. Okay.
So Naida is feeling that like, oof, it's there. I don't know why, but it's there, and I'm feeling it very strong.
Yeah. I need to surrender to it all, you know, so...
Surrender.
It's funny what you said, Ismael, because for a long time, I've been receiving instructions and messages in my dreams. I'm very visual, but only in my dream time. But the messages, they come like this, and they go.
Yes, they are flashes.
Or I have a scroll, and the writing is in a language I don't know. It's Latin or Roman. And I'm looking and I'm like, I don't understand, and then it disappears. And then I just don't know like how to interpret what I'm seeing, or I've even said, please slow down, you know, I've managed to say slow, let me see a bit closer. But I can't make out the writings, you know, because they're too small or they go too quickly.
And that happened in your dreams or also during the day?
It's always in my dream time, but with my dream time, I remember all the time, and they usually relate to my life, and I do a lot of astral traveling, so you know, I think there's always a lot of activity when I'm it's like a semi-dream state that I almost...
Yeah.
It's like, when I'm meditating.
It's like you are not there and you are not here. Yeah. It's like you're in between.
Yeah.
Yes, so, that we are very familiar with that.
Yeah.
The more you release the resistance, the more these images will slow down. O sea, we believe that by wanting, oh no, stay there, no. Well, instead of holding the image, what we do is like we kick the energy away. So it's about, okay, you are there, I surrender, I see you, I don't create the expectation on trying to understand you, and then you will create the space for that image to stay still for the time that you need. From the moment we create I want to see you more, boom, goes. Because that's what our minds does, interacting with the visions, with the third eye visions. And well, to me, affects me also, because personally I have more visions with the feeling. I'm more clairsentient. So I feel and I know what it is. I know the color, I know the form, I know everything. I don't need to see the image. I know that is there. So it does the same thing to me, or it was doing, my mind was doing the same thing to me, just because when we see something new, we want it. We just create this want you, and that want you, phew, make the things go away. It's like it disappears. Also, sometimes it's fear. For example, Naida and I, we've been in that place where you are in mid-dreaming, and all of a sudden, the physical world become a room. We are all of a sudden in a room, but it's not like a vision. It's not by feeling that there is something there. It's being in a physical room, physical, and we are aware of the physical things around us, and then we freak out. And we do the same. We run away, and then everything disappear. And when that happens, we get shocked. We get an energy shock. We don't feel well, because with fear we have closed down something very powerful, and that was a portal. It's a portal where we go, and I am getting to know that we are gatekeepers. And we are not accepting our role, let's say, by letting the human fear be there. Naida had the same experience. I had that, and I think like 5 months later, she had also a very similar experience. And I say, what happened? And she says, I opened the door and I ran away straight away. I mean, I didn't want it to be there. That was so scary, to suddenly feel that you are not in your flat, in your bed. I felt that I was in a physical place, and that was very freaking me out. And so, why I think it's important to share these things? Because if it does happen, so that we don't freak out, that we understand that this is happening to people. For the people who watch the video, for the same, if you have had this type of experience, don't freak out. You are there for a reason. Calm down and let them show you what you are meant to see. But they won't be able to show you if you freak out again. I mean, every time we freak out, we close the channel. So yes, I mean, I'm so looking forward to see that place again. But all of a sudden, at first I thought that it was a toilet, and I say, because I saw all white and I was like sat like in the toilet. But I didn't see a toilet there, but I felt like it was at the same height that my toilet. So I felt like what I'm doing all of the sudden here in this toilet. So I went running. I jumped to the door. I opened the door and I came here. And then I had for 3 or 4 hours, I had a terrible headache here in my back in the occipital area. I had a terrible pain, and that was because of the disconnection that I created. These experiences gradually start happening more and more as we let them be, as we start understanding that they are part of us. It's nothing like magical, like, or just take a look about, go back to 2012
Yeah.
and remember the way you were seeing the world at that time. How many things that we know today, we thought then that they were magic. And today we find them so natural, so normal. So many things in spirituality, we find them normal today. And then they were like, oh my God, if that happened to me, that would be amazing. And all of that, no? And yes. So it's the same. At this point, we see things like, oh my God, to be in a portal, that's so magic. Well, it's the same. It's all natural, all natural. And it won't stop, it won't stop being weird until we let them be natural. It's us who decide that. It's not them putting that on us. It's naturally within us. We have the ability to do these things. We just need to start accepting that we are capable to do all these things. We are awakening. That's why it's taking time. But it depends on us more than in anything else. In anything. Naida, do you have something? No, we are gonna vamos a ver si ella dice algo, ¿no?
Vale.
Ella es María. María, try and see if she gets a message.
Okay, so Eniaka eniaisti mainarti marnarti aktiasti arni enani osti arni maeka makeka kekana makena kekana istaira maistiai natja osta osti aisti ortia mai aisti mai gniorta mai gniacci orja
It feels good, no?
Yeah. I don't know what that was, but it felt good.
That's what matters. That's what matters. That all that matters. And let's see what Naida gets from that.
And in 1 minute.
In 1 minute, yeah. To me, I don't know if you felt the same. It's like he's talking, but at the same time, it's like he's singing. It fluctuates. It's like for a second, it's like talking, and then it goes like in singing, and it goes like this. Woo, woo. And it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful language. It's like woo. It's very powerful. Very powerful.
Wow. Do you have an idea of what it is, or?
To me, it's the same entity than the one before. The same old lady. And she is a priestess. She's a very powerful lady. And when I say powerful, magnificent, powerful. I mean, it's like what I got is the more than a message with words. I got like a message of being tender, being love, like telling you I am here, I am holding you and supporting you. We are one. I've been always there as part of you.
Wow. Wow.
Yes, that's what I got. But you see, at first, I'm also training this. I'm training all of this because at first I didn't know that there was a message.
Yeah.
And from the moment I put the intention to say the message, in the moment I put the intention to say the message, I didn't get the message. But from the moment I tried to describe the feeling, the message started coming. And this is incredible. Why is that happening? Because I'm not putting the intention. Sometimes the wanting blocks.
Yeah.
When you just flow with the feeling, comes also the understanding of the words. But it was just to me, it felt. Apparently, I have a connection with that lifetime. And I told you, I think in the messages that we exchange, and that's why I feel so familiar. This old lady.
Wow.
Interesting. Maybe I am the grandson or something.
You never know. You never know.
No. Well, yes, I will know. For sure, I will know.
Of course you will.
Because when someone wake up this curiosity within me, it's like I really want to know. It's like I want to know. Wow. I really want to know.
And so this language that she's speaking or singing, is it? And can I connect it to any star system or is it?
I felt it very much from like Aboriginal. I mean, I felt it that is ancestor, but from Gaia.
From Gaia.
Is that we underestimate how powerful we have been, and still we have tribes who are Aboriginal, and they have incredible powers. That if those powers will come here to this side of the world, we will just don't accept them because they are so powerful. I know people in Africa that use magic and they can make rain. They can make rain. And I'm not making this up because who told me this was actually a doctor, a friend of my oldest brother, a doctor. So that's why I believe it, because even a scientific mind, this guy, he had also family original from Africa, but he was mixed with a white and a black lady, but he never went to Africa, this doctor. And then he did this visit, and he came across with this tribe where he went, and he had this experience. And they were doing like a ritual in a fire, and they say, you will see like I make rain now, and there wasn't any cloud at all. And he said, all of a sudden, the cloud manifested there and it started raining. And these people survive in very extreme conditions. What happens is that people don't understand how they do that. They don't know, but we have this in the world that we live today. We have these people, these powerful people, and the Aboriginals in Australia, they heal And they are actually now going to hospital in Australia. They are becoming accepted in the hospitals to do healing. Also in England, we have made a huge step forward, allowing REIKI in the hospitals as well. In London, they are allowing that to happen. The Maoris from New Zealand, they also have these abilities. So sometimes we underestimate or we don't give credit enough to how powerful we humans are. We think that extraterrestrials or outer beings from this planet are more powerful than us, but we pay attention to this Aboriginal, or we sort of do some search or research in what these Aboriginals can do. It blows our minds. It's mind-blowing. And what helped me, there is like a, I think it's the voices from the desert, or the voices of the desert, something like that. There is a book where this lady who is a scientist go to Australia. She feel the call to go to Australia because she was going through a very, very tough time. She had everything. She was very rich. She had everything that most people dream of about money and abundance, but she wasn't happy having all of that. And then in her case, what she needed to do is to get detached from all the material things. So she felt the call to go to Australia, and somehow in the book she described how everything started happening for her to end in an Aboriginal tribe, living with them for months. And that changed completely her life. And that experience is in the book. It's based in true events. So if I find the book, I will send it to you. I will send it to you with the author, because it's worth reading. And it gives you that sense that book gave me. It was a life-changing for me because of what I'm saying. It's because that book helped me to give credit to how powerful humans are, because these Aboriginals are humans as well. I mean, they're humans, so we can do those things here on Earth. We are just discovering that we can do all these things here on Earth. Naida must have a lot of information because I haven't seen her stop since then. It's a drawing.
Oh, wow.
That's very beautiful.
Wow. Lovely. It's very pretty.
It's like love vibrations.
Oh, I like that.
What we are going to do, I will ask Naida to take a photo, and I will ask her to send it to you, or that she send it to me and I send it to you. So you have that, because when we get these images, sometimes it's good to have them in front of you. You can print it out and have it in front of you, and or somewhere you have an altar, put it in your altar. This is something very representative of something that you are living right now. ¿Has recibido algún mensaje, Bicha?
No.
No, vale.
Mensaje como tal, no. Pero es como si me quisiera decir algo el dibujo ahora mismo. Pero no sé el qué.
She feels that the drawing wants to tell her something right now, but she doesn't know what. But she still has this feeling of there is something that wants to come out from here. But she doesn't know what. Well, Naida, pues lo que puedes hacer...
En cuanto lo pase limpio,
Sí,
lo-
pero sí, la has entendido todo.
Sí,
Pero lo que quiero añadir es que mientras hago las activaciones, si quieres, conecta con tu yo superior
vale.
y a ver si te chiva lo que hay. So as we do the activation for Tatiana, I told her to let herself channel her higher self and see if with the support of her higher self can reach to the message that is there wanting to come out. I'm gonna tell her actually what I told you, Maria, because these clues might help her to go to the next information. Yo he sentido, bicho, que es la misma mujer de antes, la que he hablado. Es una mujer ancestral, es una mujer nativa. Le ha dicho que siempre está con ella, que nunca ha estado separada, que le abraza, que le atiende en todo momento y
Entonces es normal que tenga ahí la desesperación por querer hablar. La tiene con la boca callada.
sí, Naida said that after knowing now what I receive as a message, that is no wonder why she wants to talk so much, because Maria is shutting her mouth all the time. Is shutting her up.
Espera, creo que esta interpretación no la he dicho. Yéndonos a que sentía que María tenía que transmitir eso. Con la intención de Tatiana.
¿Tienes un mensaje de la interpretación de Tatiana?
Sí, es que lo acabo de ver aquí ahora.
Okay, in your transmission, Tatiana, there is a message. that she I don't know if she missed or something.
A ver, dice: el miedo está para que aprendáis.
Fear is there just with one purpose, for you to learn.
Con él, la vida os resulta pesada.
With fear, life feels heavy.
Y cuando aprendéis a soltarlo, la vida os resulta más liviana.
And when you learn how to let it go, life becomes more in the flow of everything.
Os merece la pena.
Sí.
¿Os merece la pena estar sintiendo miedo?
And then there is one of these funny questions that they say at the end. Is it really worth it to hold into fear?
No. La vida se vive mejor saltando, volando, sin cargas que os hundan.
And the answer from them, after saying that question, is a big no. Life is more wonderful when you jump around, when you laugh, and when you don't let the experiences to put you down.
Ya lo habéis comprobado.
You have already proven that to yourselves.
Es cuestión de practicar a soltar los miedos.
It's all about to practice how to release these fears.
Y vivir con la alegría y el agradecimiento.
And live your lives more with gratitude. Con gratitud y qué más?
Alegría.
And happiness and joy. Yes.
Ese era el mensaje.
That was the message, Tatiana.
Oh, very beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, let's start with the activation. for Tatiana. Oof, I feel the African vibes.
Yes.
Feel the
Lo
African
llevo
vibes.
echando de menos ya hace un rato.
Iakatur, anakura, akuhuatai tikana kud. O nakatua, nakautua. O anatua, taitekeaianakua. O tiakatata, titianakua, hatananakua, tatatania. O anakatukuria, takatate, tiakua, hanania. O shotokoto, yanakua. Toa, tukue, nikia, huarata. O shotokon, tatataititiara. Hototon, taitia, tupais, titiana. Hototokotototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototototo Tayanakwa. Rototokotototototoko yatakahua. Tayanakua tatanianakua. Takaniakua. Tistatata kutiantata. Hitanamai kutiten taititia tuaka. Haku kata tata. Sitataini kainika tantumata. Uanana kukatatana kuatanama. Utanaku tetetekiana tua. Utatiana kuanana kuana. Utatiana kuanuana. Achuku uchuana. Uachukuana. Uata. That takes me literally to a tribe in Africa. That's how happened. And it's happening more and more because Naida and I, we have a past lifetime in common. When I was well, every time she had the vision, she see me as a boy of 6 years old, and she's my father. She's my father, and she's the chief of the tribe. But now, when I went myself to that place, I wasn't a boy anymore. I was already an adult, and it felt like everybody was there, like dancing for you, Tatiana, like pom 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 pom. And they were saying to break through. They were doing with the light languages that they were speaking. They were breaking blocks within you, like it's time to break the blocks. It's time to break the blocks like this. And they were saying also, stop taking or understanding life only from the mind. Go to your heart, feel your heart. Trust your heart, because it's there where you have all the answers. It's there where you have every single sign that you need to follow. And they were like concentrating all the energies, and I was seeing spirals going through you, breaking walls, like if the walls were like in horizontal, in your system, in your energy system, and they were breaking through. And then when they went to the mind, they say, no, here, no, here, here, no, here. And they were past doing that with the energy, yeah.
Oh, sound very powerful and very beautiful.
It's very powerful. I think I'm going to edit it and maybe put it separate. I'm going to put it in separate, like a different video for the people who wants to listen. It's a shame that it's so short, but now that I'm in contact to it in a more powerful way, because this gave me a sense of ease about connecting with them. This is the same, Maria, again. It's like as I go, as I let it flow, I discover more things. And now I know from this experience that I can go back to them more easily and maybe do longer transmissions, because I haven't been allowed them to do it that long. And not this pure like it has happened now.
Tengo el mensaje del dibujo.
That's wonderful. we all need each other to activate each other and help us heal and releasing and everything.
That's how that we are helping each other all the time.
Yes, yeah.
We think that when we are receiving, we are not helping the other person. We are helping tremendously the other person. You are helping me to be a better channel every day. Why? Because this situation put me in the situation to express what I have within. These groups help me to do that. Helps me a lot to go a step forward. I mean, there is no forward. It's allowing, let's say, allowing who I am to be, and to be with people, and to just put it there in more and more pure. I'm breaking through. I think we are always breaking more and more walls. I mean, I don't believe that the fact that this interpretation came to you to do a ritual in breaking this part of the blockages created by the mind. I don't think that is. I mean, I think everybody has at some point something blocking that we need to deprogram and release. Even you know Bashar, don't you?
Yes,
do you know Bashar? Sri Lanka?
Yes,
Bashar has been channeling since, I think, since the 60s. He's been channeling. In 2020, he managed to allow the entities that come through him, Bashar, to be 20% only. So practicing and delivering messages since the 60s in 2020, but the thing is that 20% from that entity is massive, because these entities are huge and powerful. So what happened when we channel another entity is that we prepare the vessel. We prepare the vessel for that energy to be hosted. So gradually and very slowly, we can do that by breaking those boundaries, by breaking those barriers of the mind. But these barriers of the mind also, they serve a purpose. Because if all of a sudden our system will let all the energy come into our vessel, it will affect us in a negative way, in a very negative way, because those energies are far too powerful, and our system are not used to that, are not used to this powerful energy. Why is that? Because humanity has been closed for so long, has been closed down. It has been for so long. So our system have to gradually break these boundaries, gradually. But it's part of the natural process. That's why we shouldn't rush. That's why we shouldn't despair. We shouldn't be judgmental or strict with ourselves and say, oh my God, by now I should be doing this and I'm not doing it. That's why I felt like saying this example right now about Bashar. He is an incredible channeler, an incredible,
Yeah.
one of the most powerful in the world. To me, is a master that has helped me so much in the transmutation of the old version of Ismael. And the other day I heard that he's capable to only channel only in bracket, because it's a lot, 20% of that being. So imagine how patient we need to be with ourselves. So don't feel weird if you are putting obstacle also. It's very important to have this awareness, because if we don't have this awareness, we play against us. We self-sabotage ourselves, because we think that because other people are doing it already, we should do it instantly. And I know that you have that feeling, Tatiana.
Mhm.
I know
Yeah.
that you had that feeling a lot.
Yeah, because
lot.
because it's every channel session I have, every time they saying, yes, when you start speaking light language, my healing will be so powerful. This way I was like, I can't wait. When am I going to start? And they told me many times I need to start painting Lemurian healing symbols. And I'm saying, but it's nothing coming up. I'm trying to sit down and drawing. It's nothing. So I don't know.
Nothing come out?
No, nothing coming up. So I bought big painting by numbers finally. It arrived by Archangel Ariel because I'm her fractal of her. And I bought big prints of Archangel Michael because I'm his fractal. And a couple of months ago, I find out I'm fractal of Mary Magdalene as well. So I got her picture together with Mother Mary. So I will put it up. They're really powerful images, very bright, very strong energies. So
I am getting that once you have them in front of you, try to paint them by yourself.
Okay, because I bought massive. This Archangel Ariel is absolutely huge painting by numbers. I haven't started. I prepared it already. I put treatment because you have to put like clear things, and I put sticky tape. Is everything ready for me to start?
So you are going to do that. So you are going to start painting this. So you have like the silhouette, and you will color. The painting.
I will show you just a sec.
Yes.
I will bring it.
Go. Because what I'm getting is that she should paint them. That's the message I am getting. And through that, she connects with the essence of them. It's like there is something stopping her from connecting, and that will help her to connect with them.
This is huge.
Oh yes, I can see now.
It's massive, and it will be this picture.
So she needs to go and paint in those points.
Yeah, it's got numbers on the paint, but it's absolutely huge. So it will take me.
So they were telling me you should do that.
Yeah, because I think I'm going to channel her, and I will show something.
Es que me ha dicho, tengo un fractal de Ariel y otro de María Magdalena, y he comprado dos cosas para ponerlas en el muro. Y digo, estoy recibiendo un mensaje de que tú tienes que pintar a María Magdalena y tienes que pintar a Ariel. Y ahora me enseña esto. Wow.
Oh, qué bonito.
I bought this print. This is Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary.
Wow. So beautiful. With the lotus flowers.
Y está el
Yeah,
Ankh ahí.
just very strong energy. I never seen like that image before.
No. And it's the Ankh key also
Yeah.
in the center.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm.
So beautiful.
That is spirit.
Archangel Michael.
Wow.
And Jesus, because Ismael is coming channel messages that I've been incarnated as a Sarah, is Jesus and Mary Magdalene daughter.
Can you see how since you started talking about them, you got the heat?
Yes, I'm boiling now.
You are boiling. That is.
And my closest friend, so we find out same time, said she been incarnated as Mary Magdalene. This is our connection. And she said, makes sense. She said she's always very protective of me. So it's all our connections start making more and more sense. And
Yes.
I find lately lots of people have been connected. Lots of people have been incarnated when I've been many times of High Priestess in Lemuria, and they said I had few incarnations in Tellus. And this is why I find out when it's for a couple of months now, I've got Adama from Tellus. He's High Priest of Tellus, so he coming out in my healings. And this is why I think I know his energy. So I connected with people who is the same, need to go to Tellus, and it's just getting more and more interesting.
Beautiful,
and
beautiful, beautiful.
And I read the first book of Tellus now, so I get nudges, everything about Lemuria and about Tellus.
So Tellus is an entity from Lemuria.
It Tellus, this, you know, Mount Shasta, this is a Tellus underneath, so it's a fifth dimensional Lemurian city of light.
It's a city. Okay.
Yeah, and this is why I've been driven to buy this this crystal, because this is Lemurian, is Andara crystal.
Wow.
So, but I didn't bought it this year. I bought it probably 18 months ago. I just didn't know why. So everything makes sense now.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
that's how it works. It's like I got this like 7 years ago or something like that. And I had it like a beautiful thing in my altar, but not until this year I felt that it needs to be present in my gatherings.
So what did you hear about this Archangel Ariel painting? Because I feel like I'm going to channel her energy or something.
I didn't know that you need to paint them with numbers. I didn't know what the message was, or what I got first from you. What I understood at first from you is that you bought the drawing already made, already painted. And then that's what I understood at first. So I understood that you are going to put it in the wall and that it will be there because you are feeling them. So at that moment, I felt this message from them. She needs to paint them. The ones in the wall, she needs to paint them. And, and then you show me that afterward and I say, yes, you need to paint them, yes.
El dibujar y el pintar es como, porque es como, a ver.
Es una conexión.
Sí, pero que ordene lo que se me ha ido viniendo. Es como que se me está repitiendo un montón el no busquéis fuera y buscad en vuestro interior.
Ese ha sido el mensaje canalizado de todas las canalizaciones antes que yo he interpretado. Todos estaban basados en dejar de buscar fuera y buscar interior. She comes across with this channeling also. She wasn't understanding me before, when I was saying several times that we shouldn't look outside, we should look inside. And that's what she just said now, but she has more to say.
Y como nos cuesta tanto trabajo, como seres humanos que somos, nos resulta más fácil buscar fuera que en nuestro interior,
And
el
because
dibujar.
we are so conditioned to look outside instead of inside, so drawing help us to connect with our inside.
Ahí va. Yes.
Yeah.
And that happens to Naida a lot. I mean, Naida is channeling a lot of painting, a lot, because she's been through a difficult process, and also the painting has helped her to get within, because the outside was difficult. So she has felt like, in a way, she's been experiencing to be within, because the outside was like hostile, let's say.
Yes, yeah.
So she has learned from the experience to also the meaning of drawing things and meditate drawing things. So
Yeah.
so powerful, so powerful. Again, these things come as messages. This comes also as experiences. Nothing is planned. Everything happened for a reason. This synchronization that we have with the messages, they happen naturally. Then I realized, like now, that she didn't understand these parts that I mentioned before, and then she came with the same message. Also, the thing about painting, she got it from not only that she started painting more and more, but she also got it from experiencing these hostile realities. She got inside, and that has been her way to meditate, which is powerful and effective, because there are so many people in this world that if they play music, they cannot meditate. But meditation is so vast, is so big, there are so many ways that you can meditate. And one of the most powerful ways is painting something that you feel in your heart. So to me, all that you have been like blocking with your mind, with this painting that you are going to do, you are going to activate what you need to activate here. And that's going to happen now, Tatiana.
Yes.
That now I know. Now I know. I mean, other weeks or during this last year, I wasn't sure. But today, I know that it's gonna happen through this totally. And then you will tell me.
Yes.
The moment you tell me, please send me a message. Please.
Yes.
Because
Thank you.
I'm going to celebrate. Really.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
It has been a year of dedication. I think we met now for a year, maybe 8 months, no?
Yeah.
8 months or something like that.
Yeah.
So it has been, but it feels like we know for so many years. Yes, now it's like I know that now it's happening. And it's through painting.
Thank you.
If we knew at the time, but this is the thing, maybe there are certain things that they don't tell us, because you really needed to go through all of that before to reach to this point. What happened is that as human, we don't like that. We don't like all this time that we've been waiting for all these months. Ella ha estado 7, 8 meses con nosotros ya. Y siempre ha tenido ese conflicto de que no se le activan las lenguas de luz. Pero ahora yo sé que se le van a activar, lo sé. Vamos, lo sé. Y es a través de esto.
Del dibujo, sí.
Y yo le he dicho que como humanos muchas veces desearíamos que se nos hubiese dicho en diciembre o en noviembre. Pero también le he dicho que esas cosas no ocurren porque no es el tiempo o el momento adecuado. Lo que pasa es que como humanos nos cuesta mucho aceptar eso.
Sí.
But the time has come. And then we can do Naida, sí.
No, cuando termines para decir la interpretación del dibujo.
No, claro, pero es que eso toca antes que de lo que voy a hacer, que iba a ser como una activación para María, que no es una activación, que es para ayudarle a que lo de su mente fluya también.
Vale. Vale. A ver cómo... Espérate, que tengo que coordinar.
Okay, she's gonna say the interpretation about this, the painting for María. Eso era de María, ¿no?
Sí, es lo que ha comunicado María,
María.
pero es tanto para María como para cualquier otra persona, que no es exclusivo para ella.
She says that this is a personal message for María, but also applies to all human beings.
Vale. Y dice, si os dejáis fluir, sentiréis la conexión con el todo.
If you let yourself flow, you will feel the connection with the everything, with the whole, with source.
Que parezco la mujer del tiempo. Mientras tú hablas, yo señalo.
She has a weird feeling like she was the forecast woman in the television.
Vale. Que el fluir y la conexión con el todo representan como esto de aquí, ¿vale?
The connection with everything is those things in the sides. That's what represents the connection with source.
Sentiréis cómo el amor infinito os hace volar.
You will feel how the infinite love makes you fly. Help you to fly.
Para ello, tenéis que sanar la mayoría de vuestras heridas.
To do so, you should heal most of your wounds first. So the connection, de nuevo, la conexión, que era
la conexión con el todo.
The connection with everything, which is the things in the side.
Con el amor infinito.
With the infinite love, that is that at the top, with the heart and the wings.
Pero para ello tenemos que sanar la mayoría de la herida.
So the drawing in the center is the process of healing all the wounds. The one in the top is the infinite love and source. And the wings, because it will help you fly. And then the things in the side are it represents the connection with your like root chakra, ¿no? Like el Merkaba ese de abajo.
Esto yo lo identifico como los seres humanos, es decir, la propia persona.
She represents that as she understands that as a human being. Y si esa es la persona, eso que hay aquí arriba, que es la energía conectando también con el Padre.
Esto no sé. Yo interpreto como que esta parte es la parte de la sanación, la curación de las heridas, para poder llegar a sentir realmente esa conexión al todo. Cuantas menos heridas tengamos, más sentimos esa conexión y ese amor.
Pues yo lo he sentido que según aumentamos nuestra frecuencia, más curamos las heridas que tenemos y más nos permite conectar con la fuente.
También, claro.
So the Merkaba or that geometrical figure is a person. Then the next waves, things like curves, are like frequencies, human raising the frequency. And then the rest is just the process of how raising our frequencies, we heal our wounds. And that's what we do. That's what we do. That's the way to heal. I mean, there is at some point that we reach that we can heal all the time ourselves, all the time. I mean, for a period of time, we need support from people because it's too much, and it's overwhelming. But there you reach a point when you just do it yourself. And this is representative of that. And now, to me, that tells me that allowing these beings to come through and this old lady to come through you, that is going to happen. All of that is going to happen.
I feel that.
You feel that, yeah?
Yeah.
Luego yo estoy sintiendo ahora mismo, que me acabo de dar cuenta, que estos círculos, para mí, como que representan los chakras, los 7 chakras.
The circles, she just felt that right now, that the circles represents all the chakras.
Con la cosa de que hay uno en común para los dos. Es decir, se cuenta 1, hasta aquí hay 7, y se vuelve a contar ese mismo 1 y hay 7. Y yo entiendo por eso, de esos 7 para un lado, 7 para otro, los chakras, con ese en común, como el equilibrio entre la energía femenina y la masculina.
Totalmente estamos recibiendo lo mismo. Vale. I was receiving before she was saying the same information. There are seven circles in one side and 7 circles in the other side. And there is one in the middle. Okay. 7 represent the 7 chakras. Another 7 represent the 7 chakras. And there is one chakra in the middle that is in common between you and source. Okay. The ones in one side of the chakras in one side represent the energy masculine, and the other side represent the feminine energy. And all together represent the balance between the 2 energies flowing through the 7 chakras in our system, allow us to connect to the chakra in the middle that connects us to source.
Beautiful.
So beautiful, so beautiful. As I will place the video in my YouTube channel, Maria, you can go back to the video to write down the meaning.
Yes.
And then, because I'm going to send you the photo, you can print it and maybe write behind this message that what it means, and then you have it with you, like your. Yeah. I always do this type of things, so magical. I always take them. What I'm telling you to do is because I do it for myself. Yeah. And I put it in my altar. I have my altar in the place where I sleep. I sleep inside a pyramid, a copper pyramid.
Fantastic.
And in front of the pyramid is an altar. And that's my sacred place where I do all the meditation. When people come to do their hypnosis sessions, I don't place them here in a couch or something. I tell them to inside the pyramid.
Wow.
And yes. So yes, we can. Naida, is there IMAS?
No.
No, vale.
Por ahora, a no ser que cuando lo pasa limpio me venga más, ahora mismo no.
She says that she's going to draw it even better for you.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And she's saying that sometimes when she does that, she gets more messages. Because it's the same that we were talking, Tatiana, the same. You draw, you open the channel. Why? Because when you draw, you are not focusing things with the mind.
Yes. Yeah.
You are lost in the drawing.
Yes.
It's like when you are in the train watching through the window
and there are people talking in the train, you understand that language that the people are talking in the train, but you are not paying any attention to what they are saying, despite how loud they are. You are watching the nature, and nature allows you to be in a state where beauty catch you up. Yeah, it's like you bath yourself with that beauty, and that takes you to another state.
Definitely.
The same is with painting. To me, instead of painting, is more writing. To me, is writing poetry or writing. This is my let's say my gift, or the way I connect with source more easily. Writing my feelings or writing to someone helps like.
Cuando Tatiana empieza a dibujar, va a llegar un momento que se va a asustar o a sorprender de ella misma, porque va a empezar a cantar o a hablar las lenguas de luz mientras está dibujando.
Naida is feeling that from the moment that you start drawing, you are gonna very much surprise yourself about how all the light languages will start coming out. She had that feeling that it's gonna be like, what? And I've been since November, wanting this, and now it comes out so easily. What? Yeah, that happened. And it's gonna happen.
Sound really wonderful.
And you see, what I was saying about last week, we were also a few in the group because we needed to talk to Maria. We needed to focus the energy on her. This week, we are also a few because we needed to focus in both of you and feel like this comfortable. Like if there were many other people, we wouldn't have had this experience. Exactly like we are having it, and this requires this homey feeling and close feeling to each other. I'm not saying that if more people come, we are not going to feel comfortable. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that sometimes we need to be a few to focus on what we are saying today. I mean, it's always like that. This is why I will never understand why people feel frustrated when they don't have their groups full of people. Well, because if you allow yourself to accept that things happen for a reason, you understand everything. And now in this right moment, I was understanding why today we are 4. And why even this lady weren't present there today. She needed her time, and on the other hand, you needed your time. Last week, Maria needed her time, that time of dedication. And this is the same, honestly, for everything. It's not only in groups, it's in everything that you do. If in the future you organize something, a workshop or something, don't feel terrible. If only one people turn up. If only one people turn up, means that person needs to talk to you and needs to be with you alone. This is how perfectly the world manifests. I have this friend that you might have met before, Amy, is also English. She's from Manchester.
Yes.
She organized workshops with her mother. And she tells me that sometimes she has 20 people, but sometimes she has 2 or 3. And when I told her this that I mentioned today, she said, true, because that is something that manifests in our workshops so often. That it's not about numbers, it's about, numbers helps a lot when we are all putting the intention, when we are doing the intention to project something or heal something in the world. The more numbers we are more powerful. But in terms of what we've been dedicating today, the group, today was perfect this way to me. And it's always like that. That's why they kept telling me from the very beginning, you need to open the space. No matter how many people come, even if it's Naida and you alone, keep the door open. People will come, people will go, keep the door open. And I'm very happy about how these things prove in situations like this week's is happening this way, and it feels so good too, and cozy. So now we can do another light languages for you, Maria. I'm going to do it to release the how to say, the self-conscious control.
Yes. Yeah.
Self-conscious control.
Thank you.
O nakahata nakuna na 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 na. O na 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 kuhana na 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 na. O na 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 kui na 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 kuwa. O homa tana masitana. Na 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 na. O na 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 na. O na 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 kuhuma na 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 kupatati. Akatu tatana kuatwa. Shina kuana kuatatana. O tinana kuatanaka. Tinaka tuatakana. Titi 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 akua. Shadaku titi kiatura nanaki. O anaki. O anaki. Hanaku anata sitete. Aku tete anaku manana. Sine te ne kuhu tiniara. O na 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 na. O na 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 na. O na 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 na. O hata tata ne kia kama. O na na kuhati nia kama. O na tikia na kuanana. Ha na na nuanana. O na 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 na. Isitat na kuhan. Enakutanaka, Ikanakuanaha, Enakuhayanaha, Sinakuhanaha, Atuanaikana, Arahuana, Wayanahuana, Anahuana, Anahuana. I feel like a beam of love like this that has opened here towards there to your heart.
Yeah, I felt it in my heart. Yeah, definitely. Just now it still feels like I can feel it here.
Porque necesitas, María, abrir las alas para volar.
Intentará.
Lo intentaré.
Eso.
Naida say, because you need to open your wings to fly.
Ah, that's beautiful.
And Maria say that I will try. I will try.
In very bad Spanish, yeah.
Además, Ismael, he sentido yo, para mí, ¿vale? como que queda poco tiempo para que en este plano físicamente yo tenga mi sonajero. No sé cómo me llegará o cómo tal, pero que yo voy a tener mi sonajero.
¿Cómo será eso?
No lo sé.
¿Por cuántos meses llevas viendo el sonajero, bicho?
Unos cuantos ya.
Un año.
Principio de año, enero, febrero.
In the beginning of this year, Naida started having visions of this tribe where she was this guy, this type of chief or shaman, that he had this. What's the name in English, Maria?
Rattle.
Rattle.
Yeah.
She had this rattle, and then that keeps repeating. Every time she does some healing in another person, she sees herself with that in her hand, and she can even listen to that. Well, she just now, right now, with this transmission, she has felt that the rattle will materialize in her life very soon, physically as well. So interesting. She doesn't know how. She say, how I'm gonna get that? I don't see how I'm going to get that, really. Maybe Madun bring it for you. I don't know. She has a very good friend of her that ¿de dónde es? De
Tuba, de Senegal.
Senegal.
Wow.
She has a very good friend of her that is from Senegal. And he eventually will be able to come back to Spain because the authorities is not allowing him to come back to Spain where he has his son there. The authorities don't allow people to come to Spain because of the coronavirus. It's not because he has done something. And I just felt that it's gonna be him who brings that to her, like a sort of souvenir. He's not gonna know what is that for or why he chose that for her, but she's gonna.
¿Cómo se hace, meme?
She said, we have an expression that. Do you have in English this expression that when you laugh a lot, you feel like going to the loo because you are pissing?
Yeah. You
no?
pee your pants, so yeah.
You pee your pants. She just say that. She just say that. She say, if that happens with Madun and he brings me that, the rattle, I'm gonna piss my pants. She say, of laughter. So beautiful, so lovely, and yes, let's try. And do you feel like trying one together, Maria? You and I?
Okay, I tried to keep up with you. Yeah, why not?
I let you start, and then I flow with you.
There is more energy.
So you do, I do, then you do, I do, and like this until we feel.
Okay. Ariaki naiti mayora. Riaki. Mariaki taista.
Eya hai sheke hatanache. Ohei shene ahaiana. O shene haishana.
Onda moistinar murkiaista nua enutua esha
ano será. Onai serena haye.
Hera Huo Shoa Hana He Enaha.
Ormia, 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 chi, mia, chia, ormia, o palashti.
Si ikatai seniara kaora hatiara koidiar kaisia. Oh, na taisitiana kua taisitaiana reikia taidita. Oye, esta está celebrándolo. She's celebrating. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I realized that there are two different languages answering to each other. In the world, we are programmed that if you speak in English, someone has to answer to you in English. In light languages, it doesn't need to be the case. It doesn't need to be that way. You can speak a light languages because you are related to that being. And me can speak a different one because I'm related to this being that has something in common. What I was feeling is that both they have a very similar way to manifest things for healing, which is through singing and through this type of singing prayer type of thing. And it's very also earthly, very earthly. And then the other one was just saying, like, I am so happy that Maria is talking.
There's a lot of joy in that. There's a lot of happiness coming through in that.
The other one is like, wow. So beautiful, so beautiful. Thank you, Maria. Thank you for putting yourself there, for allowing that to come through.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful because these things are like changing. This is what we really take in life that make us laugh, make us flow, make us raise our frequencies, our energies. To me, it's so beautiful to experience this in the groups with you, honestly. It's like I go back to my life and I go with a smile because of what happened today. I mean, and this is so beautiful, so beautiful. I mean, this is why many of my friends, they told me they feel strange and about what I do, and they say, what do you really do weekly? The two groups, the Spanish, Portuguese, and also the English one, every week? That must be so tiring. And I say, no. I say, no. It's so fascinating. And I am every week just looking forward to meet you again, guys. It's so much because we share the heart. We share who we are. We share that love. And that feels good. That feels good. And to see other people getting their activation, that's joy. That fill up my soul with joy and love. It's so beautiful.
I have to thank you all for being so I don't know, for being so supportive and welcoming as well. You know, I really, it fills me with a lot of happiness, you know, just being so connected with everybody, you know. So I'm very happy. And for the interpretations, which
Thank you. Está agradeciendo pues todo lo que hemos hecho por ella y todo.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Gracias, gracias María por tus transmisiones. For me, it's new light language. I don't hear this language.
No.
Wow.
I don't familiar. No veas con mi inglés, bicho. Ya mismo te quito el puesto.
She said, my English is improving so much that it will take you, I will take over your role.
Porque no me he dado cuenta ni siquiera que estaba hablando en inglés hasta que no te lo soltaba a ti.
She said that she said that I wasn't even noticing that I was talking in English until the end. And this is again how channeling play, how she wasn't thinking, she was talking English, and then at the end of the sentence she realized, wow. Wow. So this is how it works. The thing I feel in my heart to say about that gratitude that you expressed, Tatiana and Maria, is thank you for stopping by, for saying hello, for having the courage to come and trust, for trusting in this space, for every single thing that you express in the group, because that's what matters to me. That's what makes it so beautiful, and that's what makes my soul smile every week. So thank you also, thank you, because this happening in all ways. I mean, it goes from Naida to Maria to Maria. You send love to Maria, send love to Naida, Naida send love to Maria, Naida sent to Tatiana, Tatiana sent to, and like this too. It's like this. If we were able to see how much love circulates between us, we will be amazed about how many colors are like. What they are showing me is exactly the same orbits that the atom has with the electrons, like this. That's how it goes as fast. That love is going in all directions. That's why when we say that's why they were answering. That's why you feel very grateful when someone also feels grateful to what you do. That's why you feel equally grateful to those who are telling you thank you, because this is like this. And this is happening. This is happening. I mean, nobody can tell me the opposite. I mean, it's what I feel every week. It's what I feel every week. So thank you for coming. Thank you for coming another week.
Thank you.
And have a wonderful week. Enjoy the painting a lot, Tatiana. Tell us something when you get something. Please keep us informed and updated. Maria, I will send you the painting as soon as Naida tells me that. And with the video, you can get the interpretation. And I know that it's going to be powerful. I feel that I'm telling you to do that because it is meaningful to do that for some reason. So, yes, gracias, Naida, por el...
You're welcome.
por tu tiempo. She's really going to take the position. She already. that will give me some more time to rest in my chair. Thank you, lovelies. Have a wonderful week.
Bye-bye.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a great week. See you next
You
week.
too. Look
Thank
forward.
you.
Lots of love.
Bye.
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 Good